this, I would like to present about what is compliance risk. Do you know what is compliance risk? This is the short meaning that I understand about the compliance risk. Compliance risk is any business practice that doesn't follow the law or industry rules. The most top common of a compliance risk have 5, which is lack of disaster preparation, regular and political uncertainty, conflict of interest, market risk, and the lastly is conduct risk. The company that we met was one of company in international business that experienced about compliance risk. The company that we found having a compliance risk is Walmart. Walmart faced a significant compliance risk when it was alleged that its Mexican subsidiary had paid breach to local officials in order to expedite permits for new store locations. This not only result in legal and financial repercussions for Walmart, but also damage its reputation and trust with stakeholders. This case highlights the importance of understanding and adhering to anti-corruption laws and regulation in different countries, as well as implementing robust compliance measures to prevent such unethical behavior. This is the reference that we are proven that Walmart has article issue about the compliance risk between Mexico.
In my part, I will be explaining about 5 impact of compliance risk in logistics and transportation. These are the 5 impact of compliance risk in logistics and transportation. First is operation disruption. Non-compliance might be lead to delays. For instance, if shipment doesn't meet the country's import regulation, it could be held at customs, causing disruption in the supply chain. For example, logistic company may face delays in transporting goods due to non-compliance with customs regulation. Second is financial impact. Failure to comply with regulation can result in hefty fines. This financial penalty can signify effect of a company's bottom line. For example, a transportation company may be fined for properly maintaining their vehicles according to safety standards. Thirdly, reputational impact. In serve of non-compliance, company risk losing their operating license. This could be held operating entire and damage the company's reputation of the transportation or logistic company, leading to loss of trust and credibility among customers and partners. For example, shipping company may face negative publicity for violating environmental regulations. Fourth are the legal impact. Non-compliance can result in legal action and lawsuit, which can be costly and time-consuming for transportation and logistic companies. For example, a trucking company may face lawsuit for not following labor regulation. Last but not least, safety impact. Non-compliance with safety regulation can be lead to accident and injuries like compromised infrastructure can be hazardous. For instance, bottles can be road accident and big bridge might be collapsed. Such incidents not only lead to direct damages but also pose several safety risks to the public and transportation operation. For example, a courier service may face accident due to non-compliance with the vehicle maintenance regulation.
Okay, in my part, I will explain about 5 responsibility of the people risk in transportation management. This is a 5 responsibility of the people risk in transportation management. Firstly, we have a following safety policy and regulation. For this, persons involved in transportation management have a responsibility to follow safety policy and regulation to minimize risk in the transportation industry. This includes ensuring equipment is properly maintained, speed limit or other rate to, and proper loading and unloading procedure are followed. For this example is a petrol official should ensure that all drivers are regularly trained in safety and the speed limit and weight limit are observed to prevent accident and damage to equipment. Next is secondly, we have a reporting and handling safety issue. Individuals in the transportation sector must be vigilant in identifying and reporting safety concerns such as potential hazard, action that unsafe or malfunctioning equipment. It is their responsibility to address their concern immediately in order to prevent accident and injuries. For this example is if a driver discover that their vehicle has faulty breakers, they should notify the transportation manager so that the problem can be addressed immediately and a potential accident can be prevented. Thirdly, is communicate efficiently. Effective communication is essential in transportation management to ensure that all stakeholders are aware of potential hazard and safety measures. People in this role must ensure the clear and timely communication with a driver, employers and external partner. For this example is a transportation manager must communicate road condition, weather, rain warning and any potential hazard to drivers and employers to ensure safe transportation operation. Next is we have a training and education. For this provision of training and educational material to staff and drivers is a key responsibility for those involved in transportation management. This includes safety training, proper handling of hazardous material and way to reduce hazard when conducting transportation work. For this example is a transportation manager should provide ongoing training on the proper handling of hazardous material to reduce the risk of spill and accidents in transit. Lastly, is a 5. We have a implement risk mitigation strategy. For this, person in transportation management should take proactive steps in identify and reduce potential risk in the transportation industry. This may include the implementation of the technical solution, emergency planning, and ongoing testing and improvement of security practice. For this example is a transportation manager can use GPS tracking system to track the location and status of vehicle and create emergency response plan in case of the accident or damage can be. This is one of the references that I have referred to when testifying about the responsibility of the people risk in transportation management. For conclusion is transportation management involves various responsibilities to minimize risk, including adhering to the safety protocol, addressing safety concerns, efficient communication, providing training and implementing risk mitigation strategy. Ethical issues in transportation management include ensuring the safety and well-being of employees, protecting the environment, and maintaining transparency in communication with stakeholders, Balancing economic consideration with ethical responsibility is also a key career aspect of transportation management.